Good afternoon, Allen Elementary, and anyone else tuning in. It's Wednesday. We've made it to day 3. This is March 18th, and so excited to see you again. Got a little Band-Aid here because Mr. McHenry lost a battle with his razor this morning. The struggles. But I'm here with you, so let's do the Allen Giant mission and read a story together. Okay. I am proud to be an Allen Giant. I know that I am here to learn. I am an important part of my classroom and school. I am responsible for my learning and my behavior. I will respect myself, others, and their possessions. I believe in myself. We believe in each other. We are Allen Giants. We ride with giant pride. All right. Today we have the true story of the 3 little pigs. So, the true story. Something you might not know. But now you'll know. It's one of my favorites. Slightly different perspective. It's very informative. So, here we go. Everybody knows the story of the 3 little pigs. Or at least they think they do. But can I let you in on a little secret? Nobody knows the real story. Because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. I'm the wolf. Alexander T. Wolf. But you can call me Al. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing started. But it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. Hey, it's not my fault that wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think that you were big and bad too. Anyways, like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is just about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. This is the real story. Way back in Once Upon a Time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. Had a terrible sneezing cold. I ran out of sugar. So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now this neighbor happened to be a pig. And he wasn't too bright. He built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in their right mind would build a house out of straw? So, of course, as soon as I knocked on the door, it fell in. I didn't want to just walk into someone else's house, so I called, little pig, are you in? No answer. I was just about to go home with a cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. But that's when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on, so I huffed. And I snuffed. And I sneezed a great sneeze. And you know what? The whole house fell down. And right in the middle of the pile of straw was the first little pig. Dead as a doornail. He'd been home the whole time. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner lying there in the straw, so I ate it up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger. Just lying there. You'd eat it. You would. Just feeling a little better. But I still didn't have my cup of sugar, so I went to the next neighbor's house. He was the first little pig's brother. Little smarter, but not much. His house was built out of sticks. I rang the bell on the stick house. Nobody answered. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? He yelled back, go away, wolf, you can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin chin. I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. And you're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. When the dust cleared, there was the second little pig. Dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor. True story. Now, you know that food will spoil if you just leave it out in the open. So I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner again. Think of it like a second helping. I was getting really full, but my cold was feeling a little better, and I still didn't have that cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. So I went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. His house was made out of bricks. I knocked on that brick house. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? And do you know what that little porker answered? Get out of here, wolf. Don't bother me again. So rude. Talk about impolite. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar in there, and he wouldn't give me one little cup for my dear old sweet granny's birthday cake. What a pig. I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when I felt my cold coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I sneezed once again. Then the third little pig yelled, and your old granny can sit on a pin. Well, you know, I'm usually pretty calm. But when somebody talks about my granny, I go a little crazy. So when the cops drove up, of course I was trying to break down the pig's door. And the whole time I was huffing and puffing and making a real scene. The rest, as they say, is history. The news reporter found out about the 2 pigs I had for dinner. They figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting, so they jazzed up the story with all that huff and puff and blow your house down. And they made me the big bad wolf. That's it. That's the story. I was framed. But maybe you could give me a cup of sugar? Well, that's it for today. And now you know the true story of the 3 little pigs. Hope you're doing well out there. Hope everybody's staying safe. See you tomorrow. Bye, Giants.